Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to our research report number 12. This time we're gonna touch on the gaming narrative, and my eye was on MYRIA. If you are in the AR collective community, then the project MYRIA shouldn't be an unknown project for you. We caught this project months ago. We did around like a 7 to 8x, so we know it can perform amazingly. Um, of course, later in the video, we're gonna also do some TA like usual. So let's dive in. Before you enter the video or gonna watch the video, always read a disclaimer for your own safety. So let's dive into MYRIA. MYRIA is the native utility token of the MYRIA ecosystem. Also, MYRIA drives as a layer 2, as an Ethereum layer 2. It helps Ethereum to scale, right, as a scaling solution. Um, but the most important thing where MYRIA is focused on is gaming. You can compare a little bit with Gala, if you guys know Gala, right? So MYRIA wants to do what Gala did, but then better. And at the same time, it helps Ethereum to scale out those fees, etc., etc. Also, the MYRIA token is engineered to enable fast, secure, and low transactions within the ecosystem, leveraging Ethereum's layer 2 scalability, just what I said. And of course, the token itself supports a wide range of functions, including governance, where people can vote, maybe about tokenomics, or change within the ecosystem, transactions, the growth of the ecosystem, and making an integral part of MYRIA platform. Because again, the MYRIA token itself also gets used as, fees. It gets used to buy NFTs, etc., etc. So how does MYRIA work? So MYRIA itself, right, the token itself that we just spoke about, is used for paying transaction fees and purchasing or operating nodes, which are crucial for the function of MYRIA network. So MYRIA works with nodes, and these nodes are really popular within the MYRIA ecosystem. Also, governance, another important factor, right? Token holders can participate in governance decisions, ensuring a decentralized, community-driven approach to ecosystem development. The same thing we see in popular blockchains like Ethereum. The holders can vote on certain changes within the blockchain, right? And also, lastly, MYRIA also enables staking rewards, right? Again, if you're gonna buy a node, you will get MYRIA as rewards. Also, the MYRIA token allows for the purchase of exclusive NFTs. These NFTs can be used in the games that you can see here on the picture, right? And is utilized for in-game features and using the user experience, right? So like I just said, these are the games that you see here that are built on MYRIA itself, and the MYRIA tokens, can be used within the games, or you get rewards by winning games, right? And you get MYRIA tokens. So like the MYRIA tokens has many use cases. That's why I also like it. So links, where can you find MYRIA and how active are they? So MYRIA has been on Twitter since 2021. They have around 230,000 followers. Their latest tweet was on October 10th, which they announced a new MYRIA wallet update, which is great. So that means they give frequent updates to the community, which I like. If you want to ask them questions, go to the website MYRIA.com or go to their Twitter. This is a short preview of their website. You can see very clear their games. You can see what they do. They also provide, of course, a SDK, which you can plug in your blockchain, and you can see the team, and you can see, of course, the latest news. So the website is filled with a lot of information, that you can use for your own research purposes. If you think this report was not enough, do your own research through the website. Narrative, right? We just talked about it, yeah. So MYRIA is next to its gaming narrative, right? It's also mainly used as a layer 2. The same way IMX, right? Immutable X can also be used as a layer 2, right? So that means if you're gonna purchase MYRIA, you're gonna dive into two narratives. That's gonna be gaming and layer 2s. In my opinion, next to AI and DeepIn, these two are one of the most popular narratives around. So now we're gonna dive into the tokenomics, one of the most important things, right? At the moment, we can see 47.5% of the max supply is in circulating, so that means almost half, and there's still a lot of supply left to be released. So let's dive into the vesting. So here you can see the vesting. So a couple positive things, okay? So the ecosystem fund is almost nearly done. releasing all the tokens. They still have some left. The team has had a 6-month cliff, but it's getting distributed. Okay, this is gonna go over 4 years, so it's a pretty slow unlock, and it will go until at the end of 2026. The good thing is the TGE liquidity are all gone, strategy reserve gone, community airdrop also gone, and then we have the public sale. The only thing that is left, and I couldn't track, is the node emissions. Okay, so what does that mean? Node emissions are when you're gonna purchase a node from MYRIA. Like I said, you get MYRIA tokens in return. So it differs per node and also differs per person when they receive the MYRIA tokens and when they're gonna, for example, dump it, right? We don't know. So there's no vesting there. But those are 18 billion tokens that I cannot track because again, those are rewards from nodes. So we don't know. But that's just something to pay attention to. Investors. So I couldn't find really how much they raised. That was undisclosed. Sometimes VCs don't want to disclose their amount of money that they put in, but there were some VCs like Alpha Capital, Legion Ventures, etc. I don't really know these VCs. Um, According to a source, it says that MYRIA had a total 13 investors and also institutional investors. I would just take this with a grain of salt because again I couldn't verify this. Exchanges. So let's say you are interested in MYRIA. Sadly enough, it's not really easy to get for the people in the United States. But if you live in Europe, you can purchase it on KuCoin, OKX, Gate.io, Bybit. I think only Gate is the one you're gonna use in Europe, but I mean, who really uses that exchange? But Bybit, KuCoin, OKX, you will be fine to purchase it from there. So another one, so market cap and revenue. So the market cap, as you can see on the screen, is at the moment, as we speak, $67 million. Dollars. So this means it is a low cap. So it does fall into a very high risk category because as we know, low caps can be very volatile. So if you're gonna purchase MYRIA, you have to be ready, to accept the risk. You are buying a very early project, very low cap project, and it can be very volatile. So it is a good idea to put a lot of your money into a low cap or to make it the biggest stake of your port. Unless you are like a high risk trader or a high risk holder, right? I also could not find their current revenue, but what I could find is how they make revenue, right? So MYRIA sells licenses for node operations, right? Node operators can earn MYRIA tokens and NFTs, and this creates a stream of revenue for the platform from licensing fees, according to MYRIA. Also, they make revenue to marketplace transactions, right? So MYRIA hosts an NFT marketplace where digital assets are traded. Revenue is likely generated from transaction fees within this ecosystem. And as lastly, now we go to the SDK, right? MYRIA offers its Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solutions and tools to developers, right, from other blockchains, building blockchain games and applications, potentially charging fees based on users and services. So this is according to the website of MYRIA. I couldn't find current revenue, but that's also because MYRIA is still a new project, so it's gonna take time. So I think we're gonna come to our conclusion. So, like I just said in the beginning of the presentation, MYRIA serves as the backbone of the MYRIA ecosystem, right? The MYRIA token, enabling transactions, governance, and overall ecosystem growth. Also, we saw multiple use cases, right? So the token versatility is demonstrated through its use in protocol feeds, no purchase, staking, rewards, and governance. It's good to see that the token has so many use cases. And of course, as lastly, right, MYRIA's integration with blockchain gaming and NFTs offers users innovative, cutting-edge experience on the Ethereum Layer 2 network, the same way we see IMX doing it. So, if you came this far, thank you very much for watching. Let's now dive into the TA. What's up, guys? Let's dive into the TA of MYRIA. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, MYRIA is not an unknown project to the community of AR Collective. We catched MYRIA around here back in the bear market of 2023. We did catch this wave up. I personally took profits here, and then I didn't pay much attention to it anymore since then. Right, so first I did around like a 13x. This was a great pick, and then of course, like altcoins, came all the way down, retraced 90%, literally came back down to this level right here, to these lows. It didn't deviate lower like it did here. Came down to the support, and since then, honestly, it's making higher lows and higher highs. And I think this is an opportunity, especially at these levels right now, right? Based on the FA. So where are you looking for entry here? Well, if I look for some inflection points, right? I'm looking at this level right here, around 2.5 cents, right? That's a level whenever you break, you always come back down. That's something I want to see holding, and you held that right here, right? This bounce. So what you can do here, right? If I get my long tool, and of course I don't do leverage, I do spot only, but I can use this for spot as well. So what I usually do, I just put a 5% stop loss, right, underneath a inflection point, like something like this, right? Something like this, or you can put stops underneath here, and then look for, you know, a TP level, right? So this TP level would make sense, but you can also take profits around 3.1 cents or like 2.9 or around the midline. But why do I say this level here? Because if I put my EMAs on, look at that, right? You have the daily 200 literally right there. You got rejected a couple of times from the daily 200 row. So the daily 200 is a very strong level, especially if you flip it, then you're gonna see much higher levels, right? The same way you did here. But this would be a target that I would have in mind if I would, you know, take the long here on MYRIA, which you could potentially do with a very nice stop loss from, you know, from 5% to 10%. You know, that's all about your own risk management. Also, because if it's a low cap, this coin can be very volatile. But as of now, if I look at the structure and I remove the EMAs, then what I'm seeing here is a low being made back in August, right? Higher low, again higher low, again higher low, right? With like higher highs, right? The higher highs. There you go, higher highs. So it looks pretty good as long as you don't break 2.5 cents, right? Then you are pretty much good to go. I mean, it tried to break this major resistance level in September, and of course, as you can see, right, this is a huge level to break because this was a level where you dumped underneath, but this is also a level when you break it, right? When you break this level, amazing things can happen, right? Amazing things can happen when you break the level. That's why that would be like a major TP level because that's where most rejections happen at major resistances. But let's say you do break this, you have something like this, you enter, does something like this, you take profits from here, goes back down, here, rejection, and then really truly moves, you know, then you can, you know, look for profits to be taken here, right here, and maybe, you know, around here as well. Those were also some couple TP areas, but this is our potential, right? Nothing is guaranteed, of course. But yeah, that's really the MYRIA chart. What I wanted to show. Like I said, had a great move, came down like most all altcoins. I think the FA is pretty, you know, pretty neat, as I say myself, and it's sitting in a pretty low risk area. And this is the setup that I would take around 2.5 cents, stop loss 5% underneath. Also, just before I close this, just what I want to see on MYRIA right now is a reclaim of the daily 10 and daily 21 as well, of course, and then slowly grind back up above a couple other resistance levels like this one right here around 3 cents and 3.1 cents, right, where you have that inflection point. Make some higher lows there, and then slowly grind up to your midline, and then get above that, you know, daily 200. And if it breaks underneath 2.5 cents, right, or breaks down underneath these levels, then you don't want to touch it, right? And then you can look for lower levels, right, around maybe 1.8, 1.7 cents, or around 2.3 cents. That's all up to you. But that's really the TA that I have on MYRIA here. Pretty simple chart, as if I, if I may say. And see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.